Guys, today is Monday of week 2 of our August no grocery shopping challenge. So for breakfast, I'm trying to think. I did not eat breakfast. Kurt did not eat breakfast. The kids had breakfast. Guys, what did you have for breakfast?
Zucchini bread.
Chocolate zucchini bread. I think it's gone now. I think they've actually finished it off. I don't think they all had zucchini bread because I don't know if there was enough. Did you all have zucchini bread?
I didn't have anything.
Thatcher didn't have breakfast. Nara?
I didn't have anything.
Nara didn't have breakfast. It's been so hot lately and gross out. Like our real field today was over 100. I think that everyone's appetites are a little bit meh. So for lunch, what'd you guys have for lunch?
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches for lunch. I think that we have now used up all of the bread that I made on Saturday. So right now I am in here because Apollo and I were just making a special treat. We're making no-bake cheesecakes. Today is Kurt's birthday and we're doing a really fun thing this week. We are going to be watching the first 5 Harry Potter videos. We love the books, we love the movies, so we're watching the first 5 as a family, starting tonight with number 1, and each night a different child gets to pick a treat to make, and with today being Kurt's birthday, Apollo wanted to make him a cake. Kurt is not really a cake person, but he loves cheesecake, so we're making no big cheesecake for the treat tonight. So we're just in here doing that. We actually ended up having extra filling. I used a different recipe, so we are quickly whipping up another graham cracker crust and putting it in a disposable pan. I'm gonna let that chill until tomorrow in the fridge, and then we're actually gonna just freeze that for later, so that's fun. I've got frozen strawberries out over here. These are frozen, the last of this bag. I'm going to kind of warm them up and then sugar them to use as a topping for the cheesecakes. So this is the rest of the filling. I have the crust in the fridge chilling a little bit. It's lovely. This filling actually called for less sugar than the one that we usually use, which I really like. So you got more of that cream cheese flavor. So I've got to get this in and get the strawberries sugared, and then that's it. I'm really not sure what we're going to do for dinner. It is 3:38. I'm running behind, so I don't know what we're going to do for dinner. We'll see how hungry everybody is. I think everybody's just excited to start our Harry Potter movie week. Okay, Monday night, we just finished Harry Potter. The kids are headed to bed. For dinner, I think we did baked potatoes for the most part. And then we had cheesecake. Well, some of us had cheesecake. I don't really eat sugar, so I didn't have cheesecake. And then my son, who doesn't do dairy, he didn't have cheesecake. He had some leftover cookies from Saturday instead. And then they made popcorn, and the kids had popcorn with the movie. And we had a random bag of like a Chex Mix, and everybody kind of split that. So that was it for Monday. Okay guys, it's Tuesday. We're making dinner, keeping it really simple. We're having mac and cheese, and we have hot dogs boiling in here for those who want hot dogs. Nara is over here chopping up a fresh cucumber. We have another one in the fridge we're gonna grab, and then we're also gonna do baby carrots. So it's mac and cheese, hot dogs, and some fresh veggies to snack on. Thatcher made some fudge for the treat for our Harry Potter marathon week tonight. I think it's treacle fudge. It's from our Harry Potter cookbook. He really wanted to make something Harry Potter themed, so this is setting up before we cut it. And then for breakfast this morning, the kids had, I think one of them had an apple, one had a yogurt, one had oatmeal, maybe 2 had oatmeal. I can't remember. And then lunch, one of them had a bean and cheese quesadilla, and I think one of them maybe had a sandwich. Very like just grab something. And then Ruben, my oldest, he actually did like pan-fried, I think he did pan-fried potatoes with breakfast sausage and eggs, I think is what he did. So that is what we're doing. We're about to have dinner so that we can go watch Harry Potter, the second one, and have our treat. Well, I'm not having any because it's really sugary, but everybody else I'm sure will enjoy it. Hey guys, today is Thursday. I totally spaced filming yesterday on Wednesday. Sorry, I actually really wasn't feeling good most of the day. So yesterday morning the kids had, excuse me, some of them had mac and cheese left over from dinner the night before for breakfast. Why not? I think Apollo had a yogurt. Ruben, what did you have for breakfast yesterday?
I didn't.
He didn't have breakfast yesterday. As I said, it's been really hot and humid, and sometimes we just don't feel like breakfast. Like yesterday, I don't think I ate breakfast. For lunch, they had, it was a variety. Ruben had potatoes and eggs. And Nara, I think she said she had a burrito, and then Thatcher had, what did you have? Excuse me? He had a quesadilla. I'm trying to think. Did Apollo only have like an apple? Or no, Apollo had the rest of the mac and cheese. And then for dinner, we did pasta and chopped up fresh cucumber and carrots, baby carrots, because we were trying to quickly get that done so we can go get Harry Potter Night 3 done. And Anara made ooey gooey bars because we had a cake mix on hand and we had all that cream cheese that our sweet neighbors gave us. So she made ooey gooey bars and those were good. I didn't have very much. I had just a little bit because sugar. So that's what we had Wednesday, and then today is Thursday. So this morning the kids had, I think, did Apollo have yogurt again? Apollo had a yogurt. What did you guys have?
I skipped.
They skipped breakfast other than the youngest, and then for lunch, Ruben had made some really beautiful homemade bread last night. So we did sandwiches for lunch. I don't know what we're doing for dinner. What, baby? Oh, and they had some more ooey gooey bars because there were leftovers. So they had some of those, and then Ruben right now is making, what are they called? Windbags?
Windbags. They're like a chocolate or vanilla eclair or whatever.
Okay, so he makes like it's like a pastry, and then you cut it open, and then you put pudding in it, and then you put the pastry back on top. So it's like kind of like almost like a cream puff maybe, but he made the vanilla pudding from scratch, which he's not done before, so that was pretty impressive. He's only 13, so he made the vanilla pudding from scratch. He's now working on the pastry part of it. So I'll film it later so you guys can see how he did. This is his second time making them, and the first time he used like an instant chocolate pudding, and he was not happy with the results. Everybody said that they taste good, but he just wasn't, like, it didn't hit his level of expectation for what he wanted it to be, so he's trying harder this time. Anyway, so that's the update so far. Ruben did make 2 loaves of bread, so we have another one sitting here that's probably going to be for lunch tomorrow, I would imagine. And I need to do baking. I have all this yellow squash sitting here, and I have other stuff that I need to bake. But again, yesterday I really wasn't feeling good, and today I was trying to get some other stuff finished, so hopefully tomorrow will be a baking day. I mentioned that my neighbors have been bringing us boxes of food they thought that we could use every now and then, and they just dropped a box off. This is incredible. There's a little watermelon in here, there's lettuce, there's apples and oranges and onions. Oh, there's potatoes in there, and oh, what are these tiny little cute things? Are those, I kind of think of what they are. Yeah, they brought us a bag of plums. So even though we are not going grocery shopping, I feel like this is kind of a weird no grocery shopping month, because we are still getting food in addition to what we already have in the house. But if your neighbor shows up with a box of food like this, don't tell them no. So this is awesome. This is being added to our food stock, so to speak. And it's very appreciated. It's quite the blessing. Okay, I told you guys I would show you. These are the treats for tonight that Ruben made. He is still not happy. No. He still thinks he could do better, but I think that's pretty amazing. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And the filling is made from scratch. So I think he did a good job. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he did a good job? Because he's kind of like being down on himself. Like, I didn't do good enough.
I could have made them a lot more round. I could have cut it better.
I don't know. I think that's pretty impressive, guys. He's 13. This is only his second time making them.
I can do better.
He might be able to do. I think he can do better. I think he did better this time than last time, but I still think that that's not something to be ashamed of. I don't think I could have done that good. So if he makes them again, we'll try to make sure that we do an update on how they turn out, huh?
Sure.
Hey guys, today is Friday. Nobody had breakfast this morning. I don't know. I think we went to bed late after Harry Potter or something, but nobody really wanted breakfast. Nobody had breakfast this morning, and then for lunch, the kids had sandwiches from bread that Ruben made yesterday, homemade bread, and tortillas. And quesadillas. Not quesadillas. Oh my goodness, they had burritos. Thatcher, I think, is the only one that had burritos, but burritos. They opened up a can of beans, and what did I have? I can't remember. I think I had a piece of bread at some point today because I needed to eat something. We're in the middle of trying to get school done. I didn't want to stop and do too much. And it is almost 2 o'clock. Oh, and yes, we have pluots and plums that our sweet neighbors brought us that we've been eating. So I'm going to have some of this black bean and corn salsa with some tortilla chips. This is Newman's Own. We've had it in the pantry for a little bit, but it looks delicious. So I'm going to have that. And we haven't figured out dinner yet. But for the treat tonight that we're doing, it's Kurt and I's night to pick the treat for Harry Potter Marathon Week. And Kurt made... It's in our last week's video, I think. Kurt made homemade strawberry ice cream, and we still have that in the freezer, so we're going to have that. And since Ruben can't really have dairy, he is going to make a massive chocolate chip, like single-serving chocolate chip cookie. He made one, oh, what was it? He made one the other night, and I forgot to show it. I think he made one the night that we did the Ooey Gooey bars, I think is what he did. And the night that we did ice cream, he had some cookies that I had made prior. So that's what we're doing for the treat tonight. But I'm still trying to figure out what to do for dinner. I haven't quite figured it out. I did grab a bag of black beans that I had soaked and cooked in the crock pot and put in the freezer, and that's in the fridge to thaw, but I don't know that I'm going to get to it tonight. And Thatcher just made fresh squeezed orange juice. We had some oranges that were going kind of soft, so he's drinking some fresh squeezed orange juice. For Saturday breakfast, we had, or the kids had, squash bread. Here's what's left. It's delicious. Made with yellow summer squash that my parents gave us. And then for lunch, the kids had sandwiches. This is the leftovers of the homemade bread. And then for dinner, Ruben is actually making his cinnamon rolls. Here's some of them in here right now. Aren't they beautiful? So we're going to have cinnamon rolls, and I'm probably going to slice up some oranges. These are some of the oranges that our neighbor brought us. I'm probably going to slice this up so we'll have cinnamon rolls and orange slices for dinner. For Sunday dinner, we are having, well, it's almost all gone. I forgot to grab the camera, but we have a bunch of potatoes, so we've kind of pre-cooked the potatoes a little bit, then we chopped them up and cooked them in a pan that we had just cooked some breakfast sausage in, and then we added in some eggs, so it's like a hash. And then they've got some sliced up oranges, and then for breakfast, they had leftover cinnamon rolls that were for dinner last night, and then lunch they had baked potatoes, because as I said, we have lots of potatoes. Hey, Pouty.